Hey guys, Brian here, and welcome back to the channel. And let's talk about debt because that is like the main thing that is keeping people from getting to financial freedom. And it's one of the biggest things. Luckily for me personally, the only debt that I have is my primary residence and my rental properties. Other than that, I personally do not have debt. My wife still has her student loans, and we don't have any card debt and no credit card debt. But the thing that keeps the average American, the average person, the average nurse, um, from attaining their goals financially is like credit card debt or just debt in general. And that's what I want to talk about because there are so many ways to actually get out of debt. It just sadly comes down to discipline and, yes, a budget or a plan. You don't even have to call it a budget, just call it a plan. And that's what I've been seeing a lot with people. And it sucks because debt is so normalized, and debt is what keeps us working till the ripe retirement age of like 65 or further. And that's why me personally, I want to actually get rid of my mortgage as fast as possible, and I will. But for everyone else that has like credit card debt or student loan debt or both and all that, the thing that really kills you is that interest, that APR, because those credit cards are like 20+%. So like that few $100 payment that is due is going to take you way longer than it needs to be because they're going to charge you this insane amount of interest on the front end until you pay it. So the goal is to get rid of that. And there are so many ways to do it. And I know there's like a lot of people are going to say, oh, do the consolidation loans and do all that. But that, from what I've seen, I'm not an expert at it. I feel like that doesn't really work that well. There are other tools that you could use to get out of debt. And that's what I want to get into because I have a few coworkers, I have a few friends, a lot of people, just because I like talking about personal finance, ask me what I would do with, say, like 15, 20, 30K of debt, whether it's a credit card debt or make sure that with car loans and other things. Like, what would I do to get out of it? And to be honest, it's pretty simple from my end, because it all comes down to is your cash flow and how much money do you have left over after you pay your normal bills, like, well, just all your bills. Like, how much money do you have left? And if you have money left, then the game is easy because you know that that extra money after all your debt is paid, after all your bills are paid, can go straight to debt. And that's where you'll have to figure out what you want to get rid of first. Do you want to get rid of the lowest amount first, the highest percentage first? That's going to be strictly up to you. But me personally, what I would do is get rid of the smallest number first. So if you had like debt that was like 15K, 10K, 5K, 1K, what would I get rid of first? The 1K. Simple. Knock one out, go on to the next one. And then the cash flow from that 1K that was knocked out, whatever you're paying for that 1K now is added to the extra cash flow that you had previously that could knock out the 5K, then you can knock out the 10K, then you can knock out the 15K. That is called a debt snowball, the Dave Ramsey way of getting out of debt. And then there are other ways that I would do as well. I just had a conversation. Is it smart to take out a HELOC? I would say I would always take out a HELOC, but would I use it right away? Probably not, because the interest rate is variable. And if you're not, I don't like putting my house up for collateral if you aren't used to the discipline or the plan that you have set for yourself. That's my biggest thing. Why put up your house for collateral when you don't have to? There are other tools that you could use. And in my case, what I show people is that you could use, as much as like Dave Ramsey people are going to say this, that this is like stupid or whatever, you could use credit cards to pay off credit cards. And that's exactly what I would do. And I would only do it in specific numbers. Like I was just going over this with one of my friends. So this person has 12K in debt, credit card debt, right? And he's paying the minimum, and then every now and then when he does like a OT or something like that, he'll throw extra towards it. I was like, great, that's a fantastic plan to do, but you're still paying like 27% interest. So he was asking me like, what would you do? And I was like, okay, have you ever had mail from credit card companies? He was like, yeah. I was like, show me them, take pictures. And lo and behold, balance transfers, 0% for 18 months, 21 months, 24 months. And I was like, that's exactly what I was looking for, balance transfers. And so I was like, okay, so are you planning on doing overtime? And how much money do you have after all your bills are paid? And he said like probably like $200. And of course the overtime gets you like another $1,000 per shift. I was like, that's perfect, because now to not have to pay 26% on your credit card balance, let's open up that 0% card, and then we're gonna do a balance transfer. And the balance transfer has like a 3% fee, and I think this person got like 10K credit limit, which is less than the 5K. But listen to me on this one. So obviously it takes like about like a month to get the credit card and get everything set up. So you get this balance transfer card. It could be like Discover, Citi. I personally use Discover a lot, and also Capital One. So this is what I do. I told them, I was like, okay, so you're going to continue paying your credit card, the one with the balance, for the next month or whatever. And then you're going to balance transfer the max that you can to that card, to that new card. And that actually had like 0% for 21 months, which is amazing. And of course, there's like a 3% fee for doing this, but it was like $300 because it ended up being a $10,000 transfer. So like 9,700 is going to be balance transferred to that new card. So what's left on the card? So let's like, because my brain can't do calculations right now. So let's just say the original was 15,000 minus 9,700 equals $5,300 left, right? Okay, $5,300 left on the credit card that is asking like the 26 or 27%. I was like, perfect. So after that month, when everything gets transferred over, so they end up having to pay like $300. So let's just call it $5,000 is left on that card that's paying it all off. So now there's like $9,700 on a 0% card. So you technically do not have to pay this off until 21 months from the date of opening. So after a few months, there's going to be like a minimum of like $100 something, but that's perfect. That's fine. So what I say is focus all your attention on killing that $5,000 that is left on that credit card that was asking that 26%. Kill that debt as soon as possible. Work those overtimes, especially for getting like $1,000 a shift. In like a month, you could get that away if you have the time to do the overtime. If you didn't eat out for the week, you get a little extra. For the month, you got a little extra money. Whatever you can to get a little bit extra money. Kill that $5,000, and then you could start chipping away at the 0% card. So the plan that I gave was like, get $5,000, get that done in it, like max in like 2 months. Get that done in 2 months. And then how many months? So now you're at 0 at that. So perfect. No longer paying 26%. Now you have the rest of the debt that was transferred onto 0%, and you have 21 months. But if you got finished paying that $5,000 in 2 months, now you have 19 months. So then you would calculate 9,700 divided by 19 months. And then that equals out to $510 a month. And that's how much money you would need to automate to pay this off at like the 21 month from the time of balance transfer. And then you never had to pay any interest on the money that you originally were paying interest on. And now you could actually have like breathing room. That is such a big tool to get people out of debt and without having wasted funds from the interest. So like, yeah, so you could do 510 for the next 19 months. And then by the time the 0%, is over and then it goes to the 26%, you're already at a balance of 0 or close to 0. Then you could just pay it all off, which is beautiful. So another, like, that's the first plan, just a one-time balance transfer and get it all done within the amount of time that's allotted to you. And then the next year you could work on whatever other debt. But for me, if you want to like expedite this even more or prolong it even more, like say since there's 19 months left, at like the 16th month, if like something happened where you're not able to pay the $510 a month and you are a little bit further behind, you could get another balance transfer card and then transfer the remaining balance to the next balance transfer card. And then you'll have 12, 18, 21, 24 months, whatever it is, to pay off that debt fully. And it's pretty much like kicking the can down the road, which is an amazing tool to pay 0%. Just disclaimer, the thing you have to do is be disciplined with this plan. The whole goal is to get rid of this debt, right? So what you have to do is not go into more debt because you're like, oh, thank God I have breathing room. Now I could go buy something else. I was like, no, you have to be really good for that year or whatever that time frame is to get rid of that debt. And you try your hardest not to go back into more debt because you just cleared out one credit card and you're working on clearing out the rest of the debt on a 0%. Like, you don't want to throw debt back on that card that you just paid off until, like, of course, you pay off the next one in full. Like, this is one of the best tools that I love showing people because it's something that anyone could do, and it's not hard to get balance transfer cards and use it to your advantage, to leverage it, to pay off debt, to do like things to get you ahead in life. So it's such a great tool. But again, it all comes down to discipline. And I always have to say this. This is not financial advice. This is just stuff that I've done personally. This is stuff that I've taught people that have got people out of debt. And it helps because this isn't taught to anybody. So when you're taught something like this, it opens your mind to more tools to figure out ways to do it. And like I said, like, is a HELOC amazing? Yes, I have one and I use it. But are there other smaller barrier to entry tools to use to get out of debt and certain things like that? Yes. So these are the things I'd personally do. And if you want to learn more about this, drop some comments down below because I will gladly love to make like a whiteboard presentation of it or a PowerPoint on how I exactly do this. But for the most part, simplest terms, you transfer what you could afford to pay off, or as much as you can, into the balance transfer card, as long as you're able to pay it off in X amount of months that's given to you. But you hyper focus on whatever debt is left on the card that is issuing that crazy 20% interest. And then you can move on to the balance transfer card and start chipping away at that slowly while having breathing room. And it's just kicking the debt down the line to another debt tool, which helps you, again, get that breathing room, which helps you not have to pay interest. And it's like a free loan. So you're using other people's money to pay down your debt. Of course, you do have to pay it back, but it is an amazing tool. I highly recommend you using it. I have no affiliate links. Actually, I could throw like a Capital One in like the description down below, but it's such a great tool. I definitely and highly recommend people looking into it if you have debt. But again, you have to be very disciplined. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys got any value out of this, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All of those help the algorithm, help get this video out to more people, because this is the stuff I do like to teach people, is like how to get out of debt, how to build wealth, how to do anything with personal finance. Again, thanks for watching. Hope this provided some sort of value, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.